Welcome to your daily focus for September the 20th, 2017. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you for all of the love, positive love, the support, the positive support you send my way each and every day. Thank you. I send it right back to you. Now, we do have the new moon. LA, I think, is the only area of the world that got it on the 19th. Most of us are the 20th, so I'm going to concentrate more on the new moon being on the 20th. But if you want a little bit more, if you are from LA, I would revisit September the 19th, the video there, and tap into the meaning a little bit more, because I think for the majority this will be the reading, but I think for that little extra energy through the numerology, you want to concentrate on the 19th there. So let's see what our cards are. We have the Empress. Now, the Empress was yesterday in the third position. She's now in the first position. We have the Three of Swords. Ugh. Well, let's see what happens here. Three of Cups. Three of Cups is right in the middle. Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles has been popping up all over the place over the last week or so. And we have the Chariot. So some very strong cards. We start with the Empress, we end with the Chariot. So let's stop there for a second and take a look at the cards we have. I pulled out a few extra because it is the new moon. So we start with the Empress, and this is creating new beginnings, new starts. What a beautiful card to have on a new moon, because new moons are all about planting those seeds. Okay, up until the new moon actually arrives, we want to look at completion, endings, healing. But as we transfer over to or move into the new moon energy, we have to start thinking about the new things we want in our life. The birth, the rebirth, okay? She sits here in a pregnant state. New life, new challenges, new opportunities, new growth potential, new beginnings, new starts, new businesses, new ideas. This is where we want. Now, a lot of the energy is in Virgo, so it could be about self-improvement. It could be about health that we are looking at for the seeds that we want to plant. We may be looking at simplifying our life in some way, removing the clutter, bringing back in the order. We could be looking at wanting to ground ourselves more fully. We may be looking at acts of service and how we can be of service to another in the community, in the home, in the family, at the workplace, and how we can give of ourselves. We want to organize. We want to understand that things that we do and have in our life have value. Now, the Three of Swords here could actually bring a little bit of turmoil in when it comes to all those things I was talking about, your health and well-being. It could come up in relationships, close friendships, alliances, partnerships, where you haven't been giving of yourself, and now it's coming back to bringing a lesson of in one way or another to you. This is about lessons. This is looking at maybe a deep-rooted fear in our lives. Maybe it was an action or words that we said that were hurtful, or they weren't meant to be hurtful, but they ended up being very hurtful. Something that you couldn't take back, something that maybe you're ashamed of. Maybe you would like everybody to forget about, including yourself. Maybe you have forgotten it because you've suppressed it. And this is really asking you to heal, because it's right in between the Empress and the Three of Cups. So only goodness and abundance can come from looking at this right now. So if it pops up in your mind, if it actually acts out in some way in your life, to pay attention to it, to allow the healing, to mend the bridge, to move away from, to put closure on, to complete. If we don't, I think we're going to feel a lot more pain and suffering because of this. This could potentially weigh down our happiness, our joy, are looking at what we can accomplish going forward, the new beginnings we want to step into our life. So be careful of this energy. It's in the second spot, so I'm a little worried here that something is going to tear away your courage or tear away your belief that you are destined for something beautiful and wonderful, because you are. And whatever kind of chaos or sadness or confusion that shows up in your life, and it might be just in your thoughts, but it might act out in your world around you, pay attention to it. Understand what you need to do in order to take away a value from the experience. Take away a wisdom from the experience. Now we have the Three of Cups right in the middle, so definitely we want to get together with our friends, our families, our loved ones. We want to get out there and we want to laugh and we want to giggle and we want to express ourselves and our beauty. This could also be very good messages coming in about where you can go forward. So we may be looking at something a little bit differently with the Three of Swords and the Empress there. We might have to really turn things upside down in our life a little bit in order to understand that there is a different way forward, an easier way forward, one that is more enriching, a stronger positive vibration. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is all about new beginnings, and new beginnings that we are about to step into. And this is all about abundance. Now, what is abundance to you? It could be your health. It could be money. It could be a relationship. It could be a career choice. It could be your stature within the community for what you do or what you create or what you involve yourself in. This is definitely asking you to plant the seeds of abundance in your life. You want a healthier you, this is the time to make that resolution to yourself, that promise to yourself. You want a new business opportunity, this is the time to meditate on how you've been trying to go forward and understanding that there is a different way. And maybe that epiphany will come out of nowhere and guide you and lead you in the right direction. And we have the Chariot. Now, looks more to me like we're trying to pull back on those horses than allowing them to go forward. You know, we hold the reins. And everyday life experiences can pull us into the negative instantly, can pull us into a drama that we weren't expecting, pull us into chaos that we weren't aware of. Drama. Be careful of it. Don't allow your focus to go to something that's not going to bring in value into your life. It's almost like we're rearing back on those horses and trying to determine exactly how to go forward. And that you will know from going inwardly and asking your heart, asking your passion, asking your intuition and your higher wisdom. That's when the epiphany comes. That's when you'll be able to lead those horses straight on the path that you choose and taking control of it. Empowering the movement forward through your thoughts, your actions, your words. But I think we have to sort some things out in order to know exactly how to do that with the success level that we want to come in as well. We're going to pick a Journey of Love card because it is a new moon. So the Journey of Love is, just a beautiful symbol of the Virgo new moon, the Virgo energy. It's all about love and passion. It's all about taking care of others and your service to others. It's all about love and passion, having a value, having a foundation, having a strength, having meaning. Intimacy, 35. So 3 plus 5 is 8, and that's all about your empowerment. Look at the purples, the blues, and the whites. So this is really about emotion and spirituality and new beginnings. Intimacy, becoming one, allowing all that is, both within and without, to blend, like a wave meeting the shore. Each aspect of who we are is part of a grander whole, and in truth, yet greater still. To know myself is to know you, whether I look in your eyes, or touch lips, or hold hands, or bathe in the warmth of our embrace. Your vulnerability is the key to your growing spiritually. Now is the time to share yourself openly, without pretense or defensiveness. Let down the barriers that have held you apart from another, from the divine, from the world, and let yourself be held by the experiences of your life without needing to defend against them. Expect nothing and be open to receive everything. This is your way to go forward now. You are learning that you have enough strength to truly surrender. You are brave enough to follow yourself, to be truly lived by the divine. The message of this oracle is that you have recently opened yourself up in new ways to meet the world and your loved ones, or consider doing so in order to share something of yourself with another. Do it. You are ready to be seen and received more than ever before. You are ready to be seen and received more than ever before. It's time to open yourself up. It's time to go with the flow. It's time to expect everything and expect nothing at the same time. It's time to know that so long as you are moving forward in your truth with love and compassion, that your path will find you if you don't find it first. And a reading just wouldn't be a reading without our animals, would it? So what do we have now? We have September the 20th, 2017. 2017 is in 1 year, one energy year universally. So that's all about our new beginnings. That's all about the I am. But then we have the 20 in there. And the 20 is about partnerships, about strengthening partnerships, making new partnerships, alliances, friendships. We have September in there, which is the 9th month. So it is a little bit about endings, completions, moving on from something, allowing healing to happen in your life. Perhaps forgiveness. It's also a universal one energy month. So it also ties into allowing these doors to close in our life, to leave things in the past so that we can create space for new beginnings. And then it's happening at 27 degrees of Virgo. So there we have the 9 again, the 9 energy asking us to complete. So if we have been not wanting to let go of something or moving away from something or allow some healing in or some closure in our life, it may be forced upon you. Remember, we had the 3 of Swords there, okay? And so since we have that 9 energy so strong with this new moon, you know, be proactive in working towards letting go, closing doors, moving forward, creating new space for new opportunities that await. Tangled Wishes, the Ladybug. The Ladybug. Ask for assistance, healing, angels, path, manifest. Crying is all right, in its own way while it lasts. But you have to stop sooner or later, and then you still have to decide what to do. The ladybug originated in Europe during the Middle Ages when insects were destroying the crops. Legend says the Catholic farmers prayed to the Virgin Mary for help, and it wasn't long before ladybugs appeared and ate the pests that were destroying the crops. The farmers referred to the bug as the beetles of Our Lady, with the red wings representing the Virgin Mary's cloak and the black spots her joys and sorrows. So the message with the ladybug is to let go, ask for help, and then accept that help. So let go, ask for help, and then to accept that help. We receive messages frequently, but are often too stressed out, too contained within our own grief, or just too stubborn to see where the messages are between the worlds. I remember temperance has been showing up a lot, and that's really being, 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land, is really not being either, is being in between worlds. So know that we have that higher intuition right now, that we can tap into our wisdom a lot easier right now, that we can talk to God, our angels, our spirit guides. We can hear the messages as long as we quiet the chaos that's around us. Whether you have experienced a death, a divorce, a breakup, or just feel as if you've lost your life purpose, it's so easy to get caught up in the negative. The smog only gets deeper and deeper the longer you allow yourself to sit within it. How do you get out of the smog? Sit and just be. So many times when we are experiencing a loss, we are afraid of going within our own mind and actually grieving. And it's okay to grieve. Doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. And it's part of a healing process. It's also all right for you to seek assistance from those who can help. Know that angels, spirit guides, animal guides, and those here on this earthly plane are ready and willing to assist. You just have to make the first move. You just have to ask. Just like Christmas lights, our life wishes can be tangled up in a mess. Step by step, with the patience and perseverance, you can untangle your wishes into something actual and real. Life is good. Have faith that you can move forward. Your path may be a tangled mess now, but you have to believe, because sitting there, sulking in sadness, won't help you get to where you want. It's time now for you to dream. It is time for you to manifest your goals and be clear on your wishes. So, once again, we have the ladybug also talking about that kind of energy that can take away our courage, take away our inner confidence, take away our belief in ourselves and where we are going. So with patience, with perseverance, with knowing that every step is a step truly towards your goals, your dreams, your abundance. That even when it's a step backwards, it's actually a step forward, because it's going to create even more strength within you. So think of what you want to plant when it comes to your new seeds. Is it helping others in the community? Is it growing love? Is it growing well-being? Is it grounding yourself a little bit more? Is it self-improvement? Is it your duty? Is it clearing out the chaos in your life and making way for those new beginnings? Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.